Hey guys, this is Joeteck from Joeteck Tips, the CCNA video series. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This is Packet Tracer 2.3.2.2, and this is configuring Rapid PVST Plus. And as you can clearly see, this is the addressing table and the computers and the switch port assignments, specifications for the VLANs, VLAN 30, 20, and 10. And this is the objectives. We're just going to get right into the meat and potatoes of this because this is a really long one, and I'm going to go as quickly as I possibly can. I have a detailed instructions on how to do this. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw it in the link below, not in the description because that'll be too easy. So the link will be in the video. You'll see a link and where to download the entire text file for all the commands for the entire procedure. I'll make it really easy and simpler for you, but at least you'll have something to go by, which is great. So anyway, let's get on with it. Part 1, configure VLANs. Part 2, configure rapid spanning tree PVST plus load balancing. Configure port fast and BPDU guard. Background. In this activity, you will configure VLANs and trunks rapid spanning tree PVST plus primary and secondary route bridges and examine the configuration results. I sound like a radio guy now. You will also optimize the network for configuring port fast and BPDU guard on edge ports. Ooh. Sorry. Part 1. Configure VLANs. Enable the user ports on S2 in access mode. Refer to the topology diagram to determine which switch ports on S2 are activated for end-user device access. These 3 ports will be configured for access mode and enable with no shutdown command. Now, if you look carefully, in saying right here, F6, F18, and F11, and if you look here on the diagram, you can clearly see F11, F18, F6. So these are them for, just to verify. We're not going by this information here. We're just looking at this information here for switch port number 2. So we want to go to switch port number 2. And we go right ahead. Enable config T. And we're doing something a little bit different as well. We're also doing a video, which is different. This is my first time actually doing video. And this should be interesting. I'm hoping this will go rather smoothly. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go interface, range, F0/11, comma, F0/18, comma, F0/6. Then switch port mode, access, and no shutdown. So again, we want to get this 100 out of 100. Right now we have 6 of 100, so we're moving right along. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, create VLANs. This is a repetitious process right now. This one here for the VLANs. So probably would be a good idea if you enter in, like if you create a notepad, and then so you can easily cut and paste information, because that's what I did, and that's what we're gonna do. So so anyway, we're just gonna go right to it. So step 2, we want to we're gonna go to switch number 1, or it doesn't really matter. We could stay here. And you know what? We'll go to switch number 1. We'll do that. And then we do enable config T. Whoops. And then I already have all the VLANs that I need. And just so you know, it's VLAN 10. Well, you know what? Let's just go here. All the information is here. Use the appropriate command to create VLANs 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 99 on all the switches. So this is kind of a repetitious portion of it. So I just have it all already made up. So VLAN 10 all the way to 99, 10, 20 all the way down. Then we go to switch number 2. We'll go back to 2. We exit here. And then we do the same thing. Paste. Enter. So now we have the VLANs are done on switch 1 and switch 2. Now we're going to go to switch 3, do the same thing. Enable. Config T. And then we do the same. Paste. So now all the VLANs are completed. See, they're not fast. See, look at that. We went all the way up from 6 to 33 in a blink of an eye. Instead of typing everything, it's much faster when you just do cut and paste because it zips right along. So now we're going to go to step 3. Assign VLANs to switch ports. Port assignments are listed in the table at the beginning of the activity. Save your configurations after assigning switch ports to the VLANs. We really don't need to do that, but we're going to just move right along. So now we're on step number 3. So we're going to switch number 2. We have a lot of stuff here kicking around here, so we can close this one. Technically, we can close them all. So we'll just go to switch 2. And we have to get out of this exit. So we interface. So let's just quickly see here. Assign, step 3, assign VLANs to switch ports. Here we go. So here's the assignments that we need to do. So we do interface F0/6. Let me go switch port access VLAN 30, right? Because 6 goes to 30. And then we do interface F0/18. And then that would be switch VLAN 20. I just hit up arrow for you, those of you not aware. We could do the same thing for the interface, I believe. Let's say interface, we'll go 11. And that would be VLAN 10. We hit exit on that. And then, let's see. All right, so we're going to continue. If you notice up here, switch 1, VLAN, here's the IP address. So we're going to assign the IP addresses as well, because that's what it says to do, I believe. Let's see, VLANs on all switches. Step 3, assign the VLAN ports. Port assignments are listed in the table beginning with activity. See your configuration for the line, blah, 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 blah. So now we do, we're still in S2. So interface VLAN 99 IP address 172.17.99.12 255 whoop fat finger .0 no shut. And get out of that. Now we go to switch number 1. There we go. Exit. Interface right, switch number 1, interface, yeah. VLAN 99, IP address 172.17.99.11, 255.255.255.0. No, shut. Whoop. And then we go to switch 3, do the same thing for that one. Let's see. Interface VLAN 99. IP address 172.17.99.13, 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. So here, now we're step 4, verify the VLANs. So we'll go to S3. Exit out of this. Let's go to S2. Let's see, show VLAN brief. There we go. We're looking good. If you see me looking over to the right, I actually have a document that I created. This is what I'm using that I'm going to be linking in the video for you guys to see, because I did this a couple of times to get it down right. So believe it or not, I don't remember everything. Not everybody. I mean, most people can. I just can't. Can't teach old dog new tricks. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see. We got the brief. So now we're going to go back to switch number 1. And let's see, that is step number 5. Assign the trunks to native VLAN 99. All right, so we're going to do step 5 now. So we're going to go to switch number 1. Exits. Let me go. Oh, yeah, let's see, step number 5. So you see the range? The appropriate command to configure the ports 1, 2, 4 on each switch as trunk ports, and assign these trunk ports as native VLAN 99. I tell you, I mean, this is a little bit better than RS2 and RS1. I mean, RS1 wasn't so bad. RS2 was a little funky in terms of how they worded stuff. This is a little bit better. All right, so at least they're telling you. You know, they're not trying to trick you, which is okay, which I like. All right, so let's continue. So we go interface, range, F0/1 through 4. Then switch mode, not port, switch mode. Mode trunk. I think that's the right command. Nope, hang on. Let me switch port mode trunk. My mistake. And then we do switch port trunk native VLAN 99. Okay, now we're 50 out of 100. We're halfway there. Woohoo! I'm really hoping I get 100 on this, because I don't think I did. I'm not really quite sure if I remember that correctly. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing that we just did on switch 2 and switch 3. So we go to switch 2, do the same thing. So we got to go to config T. Interface, range. Actually, hold on a second. Nope, that's right, different switch. Interface, range. Whoop. What happened here? Interface range. Make sure S2. Yeah. So F0/1-4. Switch port. Mode trunk. Switch port. Trunk native VLAN 99. Okay. Exit that. Do the same for this one. Exit this. Now we're going to go to S3. Do the same thing. We do interface range F0/1-4. Switch port mode trunk. Switch port trunk native VLAN. This computer, this thing is messing up here. Switch port. It's like a little slow, so it's like not keeping up with me. Hang on. Switch port mode trunk. Let's just make sure that. What the hell is this thing doing? Switch port mode trunk. Let's just make sure it's done. Okay. Switch port trunk native VLAN 99. Okay. 66 of 100. We're moving right along. All right, step number 6. Configure. Let's exit here. Gonna get out of that right thing there. Configure the management interface on all 3 switches with an address. Verify that the switches are correctly configured by pinging between them. Let's see, configure. So let's go to switch number 1 and ping the bejesus out of them. So let's see, and so ping 172.17.99.12. Let's do that again. Success. And the same one, I mean, the same 3 octets in the 4th one, 13. Perfect, 100%. Yay, it's working. All right, so now we go to part 2. Configure rapid spanning tree PVST plus load balancing. Rapid spanning tree protocol RSTP IEEE 802.1W. You know what? I'm not going to read all that. You can read it. All right. Step 1. Configure STP mode using the spanning tree command. All right. So now we got to go to S1. And we type in spanning tree mode rapid PVST. I already have it. I mean, I guess we could just do that. Spanning tree mode rapid. Done. Now I want to do the same thing to S2. And then the same to S3. $69 of 100. We're getting there. Okay. Step 2. Configure rapid spanning tree PVST plus load balancing. Configure S1 to be the primary, and S2 to be the secondary, and S3 to be the primary. So I already wrote all this stuff out, so I'm going to go to switch number 1. Makes it easier. Paste. So if you look at it, switch 1 is 110, 30, 50, 70. All right, so you clearly see in the screen 1, 10, 30, 50, 70, which is no problem whatsoever. And then switch 3 will be 20, 40, 60, 80, and 99. So like I said before, I did a notepad and did that, typed it in the notepad. Makes it easier and faster. So switch number 3, you go to switch number 3, paste, and we go to switch number 2, and switch number 2, it has them all the VLANs, but it's secondary. So instead of being root primary, you type in root secondary, but for all of them. So that's switch 2. $88 of 100. We're getting there. We're getting there. Ooh. Sorry, a little nutty. Part 3. Configure port fast and BPDU guard. Step 1. Configure port fast on switch number 2. And port fast minimize time. And now we have to do it for each one of the, if you go over here to the diagram, you have F11, 18, and 6. So that's what we're going to be turning them on for. That's what we need. And that's what we're going to do. So switch number 2. Interface range F0/11, comma, F0/18, comma, F0/6. Enter. Then spanning tree port fast. Enter. So S2 is done. We'll close out of that. We'll go to S3. Actually, no, that's not correct. I go back into S2. My mistake. And then we do step number 2, which is configure BPDU guard on S2. We got to exit this. Paste. Enter. Same thing, interface range 11, 18, and 6. Then type in spanning tree BPDU guard and enable it. Hit enter. And we are done, folks. Look at that. 100 of 100. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I get excited. Get excited! Because that's the first time I got 100. That's not true. I got it in the last video, too. Not video, but you know what I mean. The last time I did this without recording it. So, guys, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time. I'm a little energetic.